Aries, and welcome to the Green Women Tarot. This is your weekly reading for the second week of November 2020. So that's from the 9th to the 15th. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the Oracle. And I'm using the Gaia Oracle today to draw a couple of cards just to start your reading off with. So let's see what words of wisdom the mysterious Oracle has for Aries for the second week of November 2020. What messages are here for Aries for the second week of November 2020? What does Aries need to know? So I'll let the deck fall open, and that's mad. How many cards are there? 4. I'll use the first 2 of these and let's see what you get. Sacred journey, life cycles, family, transformation. It looks like things are coming full circle. And there seems to be an element of destiny about this week for you. What else do you have? Yin Yang, creating harmony through balance. And I'm getting a sense that it's, in order to create that harmony, you're also needing to see and acknowledge what is, things are as they're meant to be. I think I get a sense that there's been a bit of a learning curve for you, and regaining your sense of balance after perhaps a journey which may have been in some aspects challenging, but certainly something that is bringing you to a better place. So it's harmony through balance and life cycles, family, and transformation. So it seems a week of growing. But let's see what the rest of the reading brings out. So this is the Oak, Ash and Thorn Tarot that I'll be using for you today. So let's see what's on the cards for Aries for the second week of November 2020. What messages are here for Aries for the second week of November? Oops. What does Aries need to know? Just move those out the way. So I'll put an 8-card spread down for you. The first 2 cards will depict you, where you are now in your situation, and then the second 2 cards will highlight your challenges that you face at this time. The following 2 cards will offer some guidance from divine energies, and then the last 2 cards will reveal your possible outcome. And this is the Oak, Ash and Thorn Tarot deck that I'm using today. So Aries, let's see what you get. You have the Magician. That's great. And you have the 2 of Swords. That's where you are now. Your challenges, the 9 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. Your advice from Spirit is the Hierophant and the Eight of Pentacles. And your final outcome is the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. And Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Balance, yin yang, creating harmony through balance. Yeah, so it seems here, on the one hand, you have a good energy about you to manifest something, to make something good out of what seemed to be a bad situation. You have all the resources you need, the mental capacity, the will, the purpose, the drive. You've got your heart is in it, and you've got your material resources you need to really pull down the magic of things and create something, manifest what you will out of your own intent. It's sort of that sort of energy requires you to have that strong sense of motivation, that intent to bring down these energies and create, manifest what you will. But you're also at a crossroads, needing to decide something and not having all the information you need to make the decision purely with logic and your astuteness. What's required here is tapping into your intuitive side and using your intuition to guide you. And that decision needs to be made before you can move forward. This is the thing with the Two of Swords. It can bind you, that moment of indecision. The longer you take to make the decision, the longer you stay in this situation. Moving things forward requires a decision, a choice. And your challenges as you make this choice is a sense of weariness, perhaps. It seems that you've had a long battle. You've struggled with something for some time, put a lot of effort into it, and you've taken knocks. You've taken a few knocks. This is the Wounded Warrior. He's beautiful in this deck, isn't he? And there's that sense of tiredness, but he's at the final, this is the last final push before victory. It's easy when you've struggled for a long time with something and you're feeling the pain of the exertion and the wounds that you've incurred during this struggle. It's easy to just want to throw in the towel and give up, but this suggests you're at the moment before victory. Sorry. And one final push is all it takes to get you moving towards your final goal, to reach your final goal. But this is in the challenge position, suggesting that the temptation to yield is there, and this, struggling with that sense of weariness after a long, difficult struggle. You're also struggling to hold on to what you've gained so far, holding on to that stability, struggling to feel that sense of security and abundance. The Four of Pentacles isn't only about being in a stable position and maintaining that status quo. There's also a suggestion that holding on to something too tightly may result in stagnation. So perhaps you could read it that the challenge here is to question what it is you're holding on to. Is it necessary? Do you need to hold it on, or will letting it go free you to move on to better things? And that's interesting because here you have your decision. Is your decision, do I carry on with this fight? Do I hold on to it? Or do I let it go? So it seems that you need to make that final push. And the struggle is, you will know whether it's between letting it go and holding on to it, or whether that holding on implies to something else. Perhaps it implies that holding on to something has created this struggle. And then bringing you to your advice cards suggests that you will find wise advice from someone who is older than you and who can counsel you well. And I just see the compass there. It makes me think there's a need to let your moral compass guide you here. Your integrity, your belief system, your structured belief system is important now in making this decision. And there it is, needs to be made. You know, this knowledge that can be provided, this mentorship can provide the key to unlock what it is that you feel is blocking your path. You also have here the Eight of Pentacles, which suggests that putting your focus and your dedication into building something up is well worthwhile. That there is something, some goal that you may be aiming for that requires a lot of effort, a lot of dedication, a lot of focus, but that's well worth putting it into because it can bring about a great deal of abundance and progress, and it can develop your skills. And you know, the Eight of Pentacles is about apprenticeship, right next to the Hierophant, which is the great teacher. So it's like, let someone teach you, let someone mentor you as you learn. And put your efforts into that learning, because from that you can bring about a great deal of abundance. The Queen of Pentacles is about, you know, her with the Magician. It's really beautiful energy. So like here, this says if you put your intent into something, you can create it. And then if you're able to do all that in your outcome, it shows you being in a position of having created something, being in your creative element and having amassed a secure, stable position. And that could well be through working hard under mentorship here as well. So it shows you coming to a point of fruition, of creating this. And I get a sense here that the Eight of Swords means that, you know, you'll find that way through whatever you feel is blocking your path. The Eight of Swords is about finding a new perspective, seeing things in a new light in order to see the way forward. So where once you felt blocked and chained down or tied down, you then remove that blockage through seeing things differently. She's also blindfolded, and that sort of indicates she's not seeing things clearly. There's a lot to be, there's still things that she's not seeing clearly, and the idea of the Eight of Swords is that if she changed her perspective, the way she's looking at things, she'll see that her path may be blocked some of the way, but there's certainly a way forward. She's not entirely encircled by barriers. And I get a sense that you need to take the energy from the Two of Swords, which is about using your intuition as well in order to see the way forward. But yeah, so it brings you through to a point of creating this abundance, this fruition, having built something stable, secure, well-rooted, and that can provide the security you need and help you see the way forward. Feel that sense of finding that path, that blockage removed. And that, you know, you've got the yin-yang here connecting with the bottom of the deck card, which is sort of like a bonus card in the spread. I think the whole suggestion is, as you go along, you're going to need to remember to keep things balanced, to find that balance. The temperance is about the balance of different energies within you, if there's a yin-yang, in order to create something almost magical, which connects with your magician in the beginning. So you've got wonderful advice here through this spread, which is follow your intuition, listen to your intuition, but maintain a balance throughout. And you may find through learning under guidance, you can bring yourself to a point of fruition, to bring about this goal it is that you have the ability to manifest if you put your strong will and intent into that. And whatever has brought you to a point where you feel hemmed in or trapped or not sure which way to go, remember you're on a journey. And I think this transformation is coming from someone who's struggling wearily to someone who's building up something conscientiously, putting a lot of effort in, taking a lot of mentorship and allowing that to enable them to create a sense of abundance about them, and eventually, and you know, find that way through whatever it is that you feel you've been struggling with, whatever it is that's been blocking your path. And above all, finding that sense of balance, that sense of harmony that brings calm and helps enrich your life, bringing peace and harmony about you. So there you have it, Aries. A wonderful journey that's bringing you through learning to abundance. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonated with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons, and then have yourself a good week. And God bless you till we meet again.